What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite for a late video here tonight. We're going to be talking about new DLC content dropping this week, some early gameplay, and even a quick event happening in about 15 hours. Definitely stay tuned. But before I jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, because about 70% of you that watch my videos aren't subscribed. So make sure you guys are getting notifications every time I update you on Black Ops Cold War. But in about 12 hours from now, I will be going live with a bit of a countdown to the brand new Activision Investors earnings call, since they're going to be going through some juicy information about the future of the Call of Duty franchise, whether it be Call of Duty 2021 from Sledgehammer, or even a surprise announcement about new content coming to Black Ops Cold War, Modern Warfare, and even Warzone. Sure, they could blow our minds and even announce a potential delay for the next Call of Duty. That would be shocking, so we're gonna go live just in case something does happen over in the next phone call. But first and foremost, we have a brand new Call of Duty weekly briefing from Activision, which confirms the following bundles are dropping in both Black Ops Cold War and Warzone this week. We first up have the Alien Infestation Mastercraft bundle, which is going to cost a whopping 2,400 COD points, and in that bundle we have quite a bit of content. So first off, we have a Mastercraft for the M16 itself. We then have a variant for what looks like, I'm going to say looks like, the MP5. I could be mistaken. Correct me politely down below in the comments if that's not correct. We then have a new charm, vehicle skin, a calling card emblem, a watch, and even a mystery item that for some reason doesn't pop up on CODtracker.com. Who knows why that's the case, but hey, thank you to CODtracker for having early images of all upcoming bundles that are coming to Black Ops Cold War. The next bundle is called the Plastic Prototype, which costs 1,200 COD points, comes with a skin for the brand new DLC weapon, the Carve 2 Tactical Rifle, the new version of the G11. It also comes with a Laser Gun Legendary Emblem, a Brick Epic Charm, a Launch Control Epic Sticker, and one tier skip for the Season 3 Battle Pass. So we'll be talking more about this weapon later in this video. We have some really gameplay of it, as well as the exact unlock mission of how to unlock it for free over in multiplayer. We next up have the Gilded Age 4-pack for 1,500 COD points. It does come with a skin for the Pharah, one for the PP Bison, or as they call it, the Bullfrog in this game. We then have a charm, a calling card, and even a sticker. So not too bad, but the best Gilded Age pack was definitely the third one, which came with that Golden Stitch skin. That one was just incredible. But next up we have the Angels and Demons Reactive Anime pack, which is going to cost 1,800 COD points. You guys have probably been waiting for this one, and it's going to come with a skin for the AK-47, one for the M82 Sniper, a good charm, 2 calling cards, and even an emblem. These anime packs usually sell pretty well, which is why Activision keeps making them for both Black Ops Cold War and Warzone. But that's about it for the bundles dropping this week in both those games. We then got confirmation of quite a bit of other content that's coming this week. And first off, we have the Diesel and Mount Yemmental 24/7 playlist dropping later this week, which to me is great and a good response to the feedback from the community that every time a new season drops, you should probably have a 24/7 playlist for whatever the new map is for at least a couple of weeks. You know, it's a bit of a shame when a new map releases and there isn't a 24/7 playlist for more than a couple days. I'll be going for some nukes on both of those maps once the playlist does go live. We then have a party games playlist finally coming to Black Ops Cold War, as we talked about last week. And it's going to include Sticks and Stones, Prop Hunt, and even gun games. So, like I mentioned before, they're waiting until a few other party game modes were live in Black Ops Cold War before dropping a dedicated party games playlist. I'm sure they'll rotate this playlist in and out over the next couple of seasons. Still have to wait for Infected, maybe even Sharpshooter, One in the Chamber, and then by then we'll have all 6 party games that Treyarch is known for in a single Call of Duty. And next up we have the Gunfight Blueprints playlist also coming back, which to me is kind of a big advertisement for all of the new bundles that are dropping in-game. And I mean, yeah, if you don't buy any of them, you get an early look at them by playing this Gunfight Blueprints mode. But I guess more power to you if you guys want to buy the bundles and play this, whatever you guys want to do. But lastly, we have the Carve 2 Tactical Rifle, brand new DLC weapon arriving later this week through both the in-game challenge and the bundle to unlock it instantly. So in case you guys are wondering what this Carve 2 actually looks like, you can pick it up a little bit early in Warzone through ground loot in Verdansk 84, and I've also been able to find it through trials while playing zombies. So for whatever reason, even though the weapons aren't live in multiplayer, they're already live in other aspects of Call of Duty right now, which is kind of funny. So I'll put some gameplay on screen from other content creators, and I'll link them in the description, of course. But in terms of the challenge to unlock the Carve 2 Tactical Rifle for free, as what usually happens every season, right? Before the weapons even go live in game, the challenges get ripped from the files and posted on Twitter. So the challenge is going to be to use tactical rifles and rapidly kill 2 or more players in X different matches. I'm not sure how many matches you have to play, but thanks to TailsDoll553 over on Twitter, he revealed this challenge not too long ago. So that's not too hard, right? 2 rapid kills using tactical rifles. Both the AUG and the M16 are monsters over in Black Ops Cold War. You shouldn't have a problem with this whatsoever. But if you don't want to do that, we of course have the bundle, the plastic prototype we just went over, to instantly unlock it upon purchase. But I think it's great they decided to bring back the G11 in a bit of a different form. I'm all for bringing back classic weapons from older CODs, but if you reskin them a little bit, rename them, give them different abilities, make them better, that's, I think, a win-win for everybody in the community, right? There's rumors about other classic weapons also returning in Black Ops Cold War for the future, and I'm sure they won't bring them back in the exact same form. They'll, of course, reskin them, rename them, and make them fit the 80s aesthetic a lot better than what they were back in the day, whether it was Black Ops 1. You can even take futuristic weapons from Black Ops 2 and somehow make them work in 1984, however they want to do it. But once again, I have a video coming out very soon breaking down everything coming to Season 3 Reloaded, as well as Season 4. Lots of material to go over, which I'm saving for another time when it makes more sense to post that. But next up, we also got confirmation from the man himself, the Modern Warfare 2 Ghost. They're going to get quite a bit of content in terms of 6v6 multiplayer in Black Ops Cold War very soon. For those out there that were doubting the amount of 6v6 content we were going to get in the future, then hear me out with this one. So apparently, there are 10 to 12 6v6 maps remaining in the season structure for Black Ops Cold War. That goes in line with what he was told before, that there's a nice bunch of remakes also coming. Could see 3 to 4 6v6 maps each season. They plan to support it next year too, so some could come then. And that's a great point. So we'll talk more about this in other videos in the future, but I think first and foremost, we have those remasters that we heard about many months ago, right? For maps like Firing Range, Summit, Jungle, even Slums and Standoff. We know Standoff is coming later in Season 3, but for map like Express, for example, in Season 1 Reloaded, that came out of left field with no leaks behind it at all. So definitely expect some very random maps that may have been in the Black Ops 1 or Black Ops 2 DLC season. They were technically fan favorites that could end up making a return out of nowhere in Black Ops Cold War, on top of the maps you know that are going to come for a guarantee. I'd say Firing Range is definitely one of those. Maybe Summit. We already have Mount Yemmental. Maybe we won't see Summit, but Jungle's a possibility. We'll see what other remasters do come at some point in the future, but it would make sense if during Season 3 Reloaded we get maybe one more surprise 6v6 multiplayer map, if not maybe something else, and then Season 4 should hopefully open up with maybe 2 to 3 original 6v6, another remaster later during that season. If they plan on supporting the game even next year when the next Call of Duty is out, then that's even better. I'd rather them drop new 6v6 maps for Season 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then during a year 2 of Black Ops Cold War, when it's not the current Call of Duty, then start dropping some fan favorite remasters and some other content to keep that player base strong. I mean, that to me is the best way to go about it. Or even pull a Black Ops 4, where like they did during that game's first cycle, which I didn't agree with, start doing some weather variants, right? Turn off the lights, change the weather. I mean, do that for a lot of the core maps in game, but drop that kind of content during the next year's season, right? Drop that when Black Ops Cold War isn't in its prime, and then go ahead and market brand new content for your upcoming seasons. Now, I think a year 2 for Black Ops Cold War is inevitable at this point, considering it worked very well in Black Ops 3. They didn't get a chance to do it in Black Ops 4, but Black Ops 3 Year 2 and Year 3 had a strong player base. They dropped new DLC weapons, they dropped weather variants, some of the core multiplayer maps, mini operations, Zombies Chronicles 2, plenty of remasters, so they pull that off in Black Ops Cold War. Make a lot of sense because the gap from Black Ops 3 to 4 was a good 3 years. They had time to pull off extra years of content for Black Ops 3, but the gap from Black Ops 4 to Black Ops Cold War wasn't very long, and Treyarch was on crunch time, so there wasn't much time to add more content to Black Ops 4. But if Treyarch's next game drops in 2023, which is quite a while away, right? We still have a Sledgehammer game and an Infinity War game before that, then there's plenty of time to drop some extra content in Black Ops Cold War, whether it be more 6v6 maps, whether it be a Zombies pack of remasters. Considering DLC is free now, there's no telling what Treyarch could have time to add in Black Ops Cold War going forward, and we all know Fireteam Elimination is dropping later in Season 3, essentially Battle Royale on all the Fireteam locations. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm hoping for one of these Monday blog posts to say, hey, this week the mode's dropping, but I'm pretty sure that'll be the highlight of Season 3 Reloaded. I could be wrong on that, and I'd be happy to be wrong. But if that is successful, I certainly see it being a possibility that Activision says, you know what, let's double down on Fireteam Elimination. Let's drop the Ural Mountains Battle Royale map in Black Ops Cold War on Treyarch's engine. Maybe drop that in Season 6, or even during Year 2 of Black Ops Cold War to keep that game fresh, despite Warzone still being successful, along with Modern Warfare and the potential Call of Duty World War II Vanguard. So there is a lot of content left in store for this. You could even see a Modern Warfare Year 3 in the next 6 to 8 months. They can still add more maps and guns to that game. There are guns still due to drop in Modern Warfare, so I think Activision has slowly changed their ways from saying, you know what, Call of Duties are one and dones, right? We just end their cycles after a good 11, 12 months. Maybe they're trying to let go of their old ways and start adding some post-launch content to some older Call of Duties if those player bases are still strong, because why not? I mean, there's no reason to kill a game off after just 1 year, and with every Call Call of Duty, after one solid year of that game being active, that's finally when the game feels like a really polished product with lots of maps, lots of weapons. So at that point, keep the momentum going for as long as possible. We did it for 3 years with Black Ops 3, might as well do it for a little bit longer with both Modern Warfare and Black Ops Cold War, two very successful Call of Duties right now alongside Warzone. But next up, a big story I wanted to read has to do with Bill and Melinda Gates getting a divorce after 27 years of marriage. And just kidding, nobody cares. The real announcement is that PlayStation and Discord have partnered up, and to me this is massive news for everybody out there who is on PlayStation and may also use Discord. But at least from my experience, you have friends out there that have party chat with headsets. Some of them out there don't have that, but they have Discord. It's always a struggle to find, where you can best talk to everybody at once if you're playing with a group of friends. So now you can do all of it just on the PlayStation alone. So starting early next year, we're gonna have a Discord app integrated on both the PS4 and the PS5, which I'm surprised Sony is doing, because that is kind of some competition for the PS party chat, but I'm sure Sony doesn't care about that. I'm sure Sony's like, you know what, it's more beneficial for our community and our player base to have this integration. And it's a bit ironic considering Microsoft was trying to buy Discord a couple of months ago, and that apparently fell through, but Sony picked up that slack and said, you know what, let's get this going. So to me, this is fantastic news all the way around. Hoping the audio quality is great, but it does suck we have to wait quite a while for this to actually take place. It's not going to be until, at some point this time in 2022, maybe a bit sooner than that. So by the time the next Call of Duty is active is when we can finally take advantage of this Discord integration. And for those out there that are like, oh, PlayStation gets everything, look, Xbox has its benefits as well. I don't have an Xbox Series X, but that platform is doing things. They're making moves over there at Microsoft. They're trying to make sure the Xbox Game Pass and, all these exclusives, they're trying to make sure that that console still has a reason to be owned, right? But yeah, there's competition going on. PlayStation, Xbox, more power to you no matter where you play on, but thank God for crossplay. You can play with anybody no matter where they're located, but when it comes to party chat specifically, PlayStation will have the upper hand with having this Discord app coming at some point next year. But last and definitely not least, I got a bunch of DMs about the new In The Sticks bundle, which is live in Black Ops Cold War right now. It is a bit suspicious. I wouldn't say it means too much, but let's break this down real quick. So the background of this bundle does show a very suspicious looking bus. There's some blood there. I mean, is it zombies related? Could be. Am I saying this is confirming a TranZit remake in Black Ops Cold War? No, but hey, it could be a hint towards that. As a quick example, there was a bundle that was added to Modern Warfare at some point last year, and it actually had an image in the bundle of no Russian, but from Modern Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered, which had not been revealed at that time. So it has been proven in the past that bundles could be teasing future content coming to a certain Call of Duty. So maybe this is a TranZit teaser, but it's also weird how in this bundle there's a Speed Cola sticker and also some other zombies related items towards the bottom there for 2,400 COD points. So maybe it's related. I mean, there's a Tombstone can charm also a part of this, so why is it so zombies focused when clearly the skin itself doesn't really do much with zombies? I think it's a skin for Naga, so what is that hinting at? I mean, could it be nothing? Absolutely, right? I'll take this to the bank and say, you know what, DK's confirming a TranZit remake with this new bundle. That's not what I'm saying, but might as well point this out. I got a lot of DMs about it, so might as well bring it up for you guys out there who wanted to hear more about this. But in terms of my opinion, I think it's certainly possible bundles could tease future content. I think a TranZit remake is also a bit inevitable for Black Ops Cold War, considering one was nearly complete for Black Ops 4, didn't happen. And since we have Outbreak now, I think seeing a green run Outbreak experience that's separate from the current Outbreak regions would make a lot of sense rather than doing a traditional TranZit zombies map with rounds. I think seeing that with Outbreak and those mechanics could work fairly well with the bus. Instead of warping from one location to another, you can take the bus around certain parts of the map and then boom. I mean, you have different objectives in certain areas, whether it be the diner, whether it be the farm, the town, back to the bus depot. I mean, they can do some real cool things with TranZit over an Outbreak, so fingers crossed for that. That's probably a year 2 type of situation, but they could even surprise drop that at some point before Season 6. Now, that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave all your thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on the juicy information from the brand new Call of Duty blog post? How do you feel about at least 10 to 12 more 6v6 maps coming to the game? And what are your thoughts about PlayStation and Discord finally integrating with each other as soon as 2022? Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everyone.